What's up, everyone? Welcome back to the channel. So we have an interesting one here, and I say interesting just based on the title of this article. This trailer dropped today. We don't see too many of these pop up. I haven't, and just so you know, and I think it should go without saying, while the vast majority of what we talk about, cover here, look at, review, whatever, is primarily horror. However, we do dabble in a little bit sometimes into science fiction, especially science fiction horror, science fiction psychological, things of that nature. This one happens to be a sci-fi thriller dealing with UFOs. Personally, I think UFOs falls within our realm of things to talk about, things to cover. Whether it's things like that, Bigfoot, you know, all that type of stuff, conspiracy theories around that type of stuff. I'm all for talking about, and I am going to be looking to cover, kind of stretch our arms out a little bit more and start covering those topics a bit more. So it's not just feeling like all we do is talk about specifically just to horror. I think this does kind of dabble into our space a little bit. So we are going to cover that. With that said, this trailer dropped today. It's one of those films, again, haven't heard of it at all. I scanned through the article quickly just to see about how long it was going to be. I did not get a timestamp on the trailer. I imagine the trailer is going to be anywhere between 1.5 to 2 minutes. It's typically what we've been seeing lately. So let's jump right into the article as we always do, and then we're going to watch this trailer and see what the film Star People is about. Again, as you see there, sci-fi thriller inspired by real UFO sighting. Opens next month. So that tells me it's going to be making a theater run, or at least somewhat of a theater run. All right, so let's see. Venture out of your world with the trailer for Star People. The sci-fi thriller will premiere at Dances with Films in Los Angeles this Saturday, June 28th, before hitting theaters on July 25th and VOD on August 12th via Blue Harbor Entertainment. The film is inspired by the Phoenix Lights, the largest mass UFO sighting in U.S. history. The 1997 event has inspired several other movies, including 2007's Night Skies, 2015's The Phoenix Incident, and 2017's Phoenix Forgotten. I will say, I was in Phoenix in 1997. I don't even remember this. So interesting that it's the biggest UFO sighting in U.S. history. I don't even remember that. It tells the story of a photographer who receives a tip that could finally shed light on her childhood UFO sighting, but a deadly heat wave and unexpected guests threaten to derail her obsessive search for answers. Now that I can't believe. A deadly heat wave in Phoenix, I absolutely could believe, but that's like literally every day for almost a good portion of the year. So, I mean, that could happen really at any point. Casting, all that stuff, we don't talk about that. Quote here, we're all in on Blue Harbor's vision for launching Star People, commented producer Josh Shader. With their transparent, collaborative approach, the filmmaker isn't just a spectator. They're part of the marketing and distribution game plan from the start. We're excited to share Star People with audiences everywhere later this summer, added Blue Harbor. This eerie thriller deals with one of the more confounding events that remains in question today. Adam and Josh have really captured the unease and wonder of the unknown while keeping you on the edge throughout. Okay, I'm not sure how they're going to deliver on that, so we'll see. Got the trailer here. We have a poster. Pretty interesting poster. I mean, it implies alien abduction. I mean, just based on this alone, and I'm going to be honest, I don't recall in 1997 anyone getting abducted in Phoenix, but I could be wrong. Apparently, maybe somebody did, or somebody's did. I don't know. Get rid of all this nonsense at the bottom, people. Stop putting this on your posters. Come on. Get rid of all that. Get rid of venture out of this world. Just literally have Star People. That's all you need on here with the rest of this poster. Nothing more. Okay, get rid of all the other noise. All right, let's get back to the top of the article, as we always do. Now let's pull up this trailer and see what it's about.
I remember when we were little kids, the night I saw the lights, I heard this whispering voice. Claire. I never heard it again until yesterday.
Guys, this girl is the real deal UFO hunter, and she is going to have some exclusive footage for us very, very soon.
See the formation?
The Phoenix lights. How long has she been doing this?
She's been looking for the lights and she ran away from her fake mom.
Fake mom?
Yeah, like her foster mom.
Those orbs zipping back and forth across the valley all week.
I was out there all night and I didn't see anything.
Now, I know you're UFO experts, but my theory is that these lights are drones.
What if they're not drones?
Just give me some good photos, okay? You got 2 nights.
You really have nowhere to go? Get in. There's people in there. Whoa, 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 whoa.
Hey, it's okay.
How did you end up here?
We were lost. We follow this a bright light.
Did you see 7 lights?
This light bring us to this house.
You're gonna get yourself killed with this ridiculous obsession.
I'm not losing my mind. People saw the lights, Tay, and I did too.
There's a reason we're here. There has to be.
Adios. Don't get abducted.
I know you're out here.
Everything changed that night. Everything.
There was a voice, and I saw the lights.
Come back.
So again, having been someone who was in Phoenix in 1997, I don't recall this event happening. And that definitely does not mean the event didn't happen just because I don't remember it. I mean, they're saying it's one of the biggest, largest, UFO sighting things recorded in U.S. history. So obviously, enough people saw it for that to happen. Now, what doesn't reconcile for me is what I just watched and what was in that article saying it's going to keep me on the edge of my seat. There's nothing about that trailer that has me on the edge of my seat. I mean, nothing. And that's not me dogging or trashing on this movie. I think rather than having me on the edge of my seat from a sci-fi thriller perspective, I think that's how it was categorized in the article. Yeah, sci-fi thriller. To me, this has more of a sci-fi mystery. As I'm more intrigued on how the story is going to play out. Because if this is based on that event that supposedly happened, that many people saw and experienced, I would wonder if this is a culmination of many different people's accounts and they're making this film, or if this is a specific, based on true events, based on a true story, on what this one individual experienced, or this 2 or 3 individuals experience, and we're seeing that story play out. Because to me, I mean, I love films like that. I love true story films. I love true event films. And especially knowing where this took place, I'm even more intrigued. Again, sci-fi thriller, I don't know if that's necessarily the right category. Saying you'll be on the edge of your seat, don't know if that's necessarily the right description. Again, for me, it's more of a sci-fi mystery on things, how they're going to unfold. And then me wanting to keep watching it, to want to see what's going to happen next. That's how I view this. So by me saying, again, going back to, what I just watched doesn't match up to what the article states. In my opinion, it doesn't. That doesn't mean this isn't going to be a good movie. Doesn't mean I think that the movie or the trailer was trash. It's just I would describe it very differently than based on how it was described. Because again, I think sci-fi thriller, this isn't what I think of a sci-fi thriller. When I see this, I think something completely different, and I do. Sci-fi mystery is how I view this. So I am intrigued just based on what I've described and why it interests me. And again, I'm hoping it's more of this is based on what these few people experience, or versus a culmination of 10, 20, 15, whatever number of many different stories that people experience, and we're just kind of cherry picking and pulling it and sewing it all together to make a movie and tell this particular story, right? Based on how the trailer plays out, we're focusing on one person, so maybe it's based on one person's experience, right? So I think that'd be far more interesting of a film. So anyways, that's the trailer for Star People. Let me go back and get go back to the article, get the dates again. if they were there. Yeah. Los Angeles, Saturday, June 28th. That's later this week. Then it hits theaters on July 25th and VOD on August 12th. So if you're not somebody who likes to go to the movie theater, then it looks like you're going to be waiting a good solid, a little over about a month and a half. I was going to say 2 months, but a month and a half before this hits VOD. I'm going to put it on my list. Again, I'm viewing it as more of a sci-fi mystery. I do like sci-fi mysteries. I like mystery films in general. So we're going to check this one out, and we'll come back with our spoiler review once it is available. But drop a comment in the comment section. Let me know what you think about the film Star People. Again, it was based on based on the Phoenix Lights. Again, it says the largest mass UFO sighting in U.S. history that took place in 1997. So again, drop a comment in the comment section. Let me know what you think. Otherwise, make sure to like, share, and subscribe to the channel, and we'll see you at the next one. Later.